Everybody a chance to tap in, man. I don't have long. I probably got about 20, 25 minutes to get this build off my chest. So hopefully y'all got about 20, 25 minutes to listen to the kid in this build, man. It's very important subject matter, man. I want to do some venting. So like I said, hopefully y'all got a little time to spare on this wonderful Monday evening. But I really got a powerful build, man. I really hope y'all got this time because I want to just tap in for a second with y'all and just build, man. Got something that I need to get off my chest. It's very important. So what's the word? How y'all living and feeling on this wonderful Monday? Y'all see this? Y'all see this subject matter, man? We're going to go in talking simply about just telling the truth. You know, telling the truth is common sense, but we don't do it. We don't practice it. We got to start being more truthful out here, man. We just got to start telling the truth. It's real simple, but yet, like I said, most of us don't practice. We are in the business of telling people what they want to hear, not what they need to hear. We got to stop all of that nonsense, man. We got to start being more truthful to these women, to ourselves, to whomever. We just got to start telling the truth. Magic, peace, what's happening? That's the way that we got to operate. Nobody can be mad at you when you telling the truth. You know, if you telling the truth, however they respond, that's on them. But as long as you told the truth, then we all good. They can't take nothing away from you if you told them the truth. All they could do is just be in their feelings and be upset. But if you told your truth, if you told the truth in that situation, then you good. You good. Chris, peace, what's happening? Brother Black, peace, what's the word? Tell the truth. Please practice that. Stop lying, man. Stop being dishonest. Not saying that that's what we doing out here collectively, but if you doing that, stop doing it. Tell them the truth. Just practice telling these women the truth, and again, telling yourself the truth, telling other brothers the truth, telling everybody the truth. The truth gets you a long way in life, man. Just tell the truth. You feel so much better when you tell the truth, because at the end of the day, if somebody doesn't respond in a positive manner to the truth, then it's on them. I feel good. Once I know that I told you the truth, I'm good. I'm satisfied. I can sleep peacefully. I can sleep peacefully at night knowing I told you the truth and you just didn't like what I told you. It's that simple. Eric, peace, what's the word? Jasmine, peace, queen, what's happening? Ray, peace, what's happening? Divinely Planet, peace, queen, what's happening? Montel, peace. Humble King J, peace, what's the word? Dwayne, peace, what's happening? Telling the truth is a wonderful thing. Like I said, at the end of the day, if I tell you the truth and you don't like it and you get in your feelings, then it's just that. I told you the truth, you just didn't like what I told you. But at least I was being truthful. So can't nobody really be upset with me. I told the truth. I spoke my truth, kept it pushing. Now, if I lie to you, that's a different ball game. Then that's going to come back to me. But when you tell the truth, man, that's what comes back to you, man. That's what comes back to you, man. We want to deal in reality. We want to deal in truth. You start telling all these lies, then that's essentially what you're going to attract to yourself, man. A bunch of liars, a bunch of frauds. Nah, you tell the truth, then that's what you're going to attract, man. A bunch of truthful, honest people around you. And that's what you need. That's the type of atmosphere that you need to grow. Point blank. Azana, peace, what's happening? Derek, peace. Devin, peace, what's happening? Jacqueline, peace, what's happening? Ray Shine, peace. Tell the truth. You know, especially when we dealing with women out here. You know what I'm saying? They say they ain't nothing like a woman scorned. Man, stop playing with the emotions of these women, man. You know what I'm saying? If you just tell them the truth. It is real simple. It's real simple. Tell the sister the truth. I mean, I'm telling y'all, you practice this simple truth, man, you're just going to feel much better about your life, man. Instead of trying to lie to multiple women and all of this, man, just be open and out. You'll be surprised at what some of these women are open to. You know what I'm saying? You'll be surprised when you just tell them the truth up front. You'll be surprised at how open some of these sisters are. The problem a lot of times is dudes be stringing a lot of these women along. Then we want to act like they not open. Man, you were stringing her along for 4 years, and then now all of a sudden you want to tell her some type of truth. Just be truthful up front. You will be surprised at what some of these women are willing to do. You will be surprised at how open some of these women are. If you just tell them the truth. You just be real with them. You will be surprised. You will be surprised. You would be very surprised, man. You would be very surprised. I didn't been around situations where dudes and just up front told a woman the honest truth about the situation, and it didn't end badly. All because he came out the gate telling the truth. Nobody can be mad. Nobody can misinterpret any type of signal because you have already expressed what the truth is. You've already expressed it, like, okay, we about to enter this situation. This is what it is. This is what it is. They either gonna hit you with a yay or nay. Cool or not cool. But like I said, you would be surprised at what some women are open to. You'll be surprised. If you just tell them the truth. That's it. Just tell them the truth, man. Practice it. I'm telling you, tell them the truth. That's gonna get you very far in life with women, with anybody, any type of relationship. Just tell them the truth. Oh, divinely planned for sure. For sure. You know, we don't a lot of times we overlook what is needed. We overlook what is needed. We all do that. You know what I'm saying? We overlook what is needed because we overly focused on what we want. And again, as I talk about in the health field, what we want tends to not be the best for us versus what we need. You need them greens, see, but them greens don't look so appealing. You know what I'm saying? So now you want those chips. You know what I'm saying? You want that steak. You want that pork chop. You want all of that stuff, man. It looks more appealing to you opposed to just that green, that salad right there. You know, but that's what you need. That's how you're going to grow. That's how you're going to evolve. That's how you're going to become the best version of yourself, by eating those greens. But that's the least attractive thing on the menu for the most part. That's the least attractive thing on the menu sometimes. Now, it's the least attractive thing on the menu when you're not in tune with yourself. When you in tune with yourself and your health, then those greens the most attractive thing on the menu. Because you in tune, you know what those greens about. But when you're not in tune, you looking at those greens like, I don't want that. I know I need to eat it, but I don't want that. But when you in tune, you looking at that green, you looking at those greens like, this is what I need. That's what I'm going to get. I'm getting those greens. I don't care anything about all this other stuff. Give me those greens. That's what I need, so that's what I want. So when you in tune, your needs and your wants become the same. They are in alignment with one another. When you out of tune with yourself, then the needs and the wants, they differ. So you can always tell who is in tune with themselves by analyzing their needs and their wants. Like I said, they line up when you in tune. When you're not in tune, polar opposites, man. Polar opposites. Kev, peace, what's happening? Devin, for sure. They definitely respect. Like I said, man, give these sisters some credit, brothers. Please. Shantae, Peach Queen, what's happening? Give some of these sisters some credit. You know? Some of these sisters, like, once you tell them the truth, man, some of these sisters are cool. Some of these sisters are cool when you come out the gate and tell them the truth. Because again, like I said, you told your truth. So if they chose to not accept your truth, then you can leave. You can leave. You just spoke your truth and she's not satisfied with what you told her. Therefore, move on. But like I said, for the most part, a lot of dudes that be venting on social media about women, one thing that they fail to tell folks is how long they were stringing along a woman. They fail to realize that they fail to realize how long they had that woman emotionally invested in that relationship before they hit her with her truth. And then want to make it look like she's spazzing, she got attitudes, this, that, and the third. Man, you were stringing her along for 3 to 4 or 5 years, whole while you knew. You knew this truth. You was sitting on this truth. So that's on you, brother. That's on you, brother. That is on you. We can't call women emotional creatures and then we play with their emotions. We can't do that. That's illogical. That's irrational on our end. We call women emotional creatures, and then yet that's the one thing that we manipulate, that we play on or prey on, is their emotions. And then we be like, oh, they too emotional. Well, then why are you preying on their emotions? Why are you playing with their emotions? Don't do that. If you know that somebody is emotional by nature, why would you mess with their emotions? Why would you do that? That's irrational. That's very irrational. And then once the dude do that, he gets more emotional than the woman. Dale, peace, what's happening? Louisiana, peace. What's the word? Oh, Jacqueline, for sure. Insecurities, that's a big issue, whether it be men or women. A lot of men suffer from insecurities, which is something that a lot of people don't talk about, but we do. You know what I'm saying? We do. We know about women and insecurities. We know about that correlation. But we do not tap in enough to talking about men and their insecurities. Men are out here very insecure. Very insecure. Very insecure, man. I know some of them. I know a few personally. Some very insecure brothers out here. Gotta work on that, man. We gotta work on that. Gotta be better with that. Gotta be better with that. Oh, Dwayne, for sure. For sure, definitely. Might get her back by telling the truth. She might come back to you. Just simply tell the truth. Like I said, man, it's nothing wrong with telling the truth, man. Again, nobody can take that away from you. But if you lie, then that's the problem. You didn't lie, and now everything, everything took a turn for the worse. So it's just you to blame for that. When you tell the truth, man, now, hey, the accountability is you told the truth. You told the truth, but then we start lying and we start fabricating, doing all this type of stuff, man. And then when things go south, when things go left, then we getting all in our feelings, wondering what happened, wondering how it happened and why it happened, because you were not truthful, not truthful. And then on the flip side of that, sisters, when a brother tells you the truth, accept it, man. Accept the truth that was told to you. If a brother is speaking his piece, if a brother is speaking his truth, accept it. Please don't get emotional. Please don't get upset. Like, don't do that to us. Because it probably was hard enough for us to tell that truth to you. If it was something that we knew that you wasn't going to like to hear. If it's something that's real powerful, that we've been sitting on, that we kind of uncomfortable talking about, man, just sit back and accept that truth. Don't judge us based off that truth. Don't do us like that. Because for the most part, a lot of brothers, we already feel like we don't have places to vent. We don't have people to talk to and things like that. So when we come to you and speak that truth, just know and understand that it took a lot for us to do that. It took a lot for us to do that, especially if we know that it's something that you may not like, man. Contrary to popular belief, a lot of brothers, we not trying to come out here and hurt people's feelings, man. A lot of us are conflicted. You know what I'm saying? A lot of us conflicted. A lot of us are traumatized. We damaged, just like some of the sisters. So we don't want to just be coming out here hurting feelings, man. A lot of us just be confused and conflicted. So then when we muster up the strength to tell the truth, just listen. Just listen. Please just listen, man. Just listen to us. It took a lot of strength. It took a lot of courage. It took a lot of power for us to stand up and say, you know what? I'm going to tell you the truth today. I'm gonna tell you my truth today. You know what I'm saying? So the last thing we want to get when we tell the truth is judge. But at the end of the day, if you do judge us after we tell you the truth, again, we told you what was up, you just didn't like it. But everything will flow smoother and everything will flow better if you don't judge us and just listen to that truth and just accept the truth that was spoken to you. Accept the truth that was told to you. It's just that simple. Just accept it. Like, please. Don't make it more complicated. Don't make it more challenging for us once we speak this truth to you, because it was already hard enough. It was already complicated enough, man. I can speak for a lot of brothers, man. Sometimes, man, we don't be knowing exactly how to articulate certain feelings. So when we finally do it, it took a lot. When you come across a brother, man, that he finally articulates certain feelings to you, man, just honor that and respect that. You ain't got to like what he's saying. You probably won't like what he's saying, depending on, what the conversation is about, what the dialogue is about. But, man, just accept it. Just accept that truth. Daryl, peace, what's happening? Jeremy, peace, what's the word? Yeah, Devin, for sure, man. I'm always trying to put myself in somebody else's shoes, as hard as that may be. But I'm always trying to look at things through other people's lenses and whatnot. Always trying to do it. King and peace, what's happening? Louisiana, for sure. You know what I'm saying? What they say, you reap what you sow. It's gonna always come back to you. So it always comes. So if you spending most of your time lying, and then you get with people and they start lying to you, what you thought? You was lying to all these women, and then now all of a sudden you get a bunch of women and they lying to you and they doing you dirt. What did you think that you was gonna get? Like, you spent a lot of years of your life lying to women, misleading women. And then now you are in situations where this is happening to you. What did you think was gonna happen, yo? What did you think was gonna happen? Like, what did you think was gonna come of that? You misleading, you fabricating truths, doing all of this lying. What do we attract? You know what I'm saying? What do we attract based off of that, man? We attract the energy that we putting out. Y'all know these universal laws. It's real simple. It's real simple. We know these universal laws, man. So everybody, we gotta, it's two things. We gotta get better with telling the truth, and everybody gotta get better at receiving the truth. Just that simple. So the truth gotta be told, and then people gotta do a better job at handling said truth. Voice of a hustler, peace, what's happening? Nappy Ted, peace, what's happening? Jacqueline, for sure, man. I'm telling you, it takes a lot of courage to tell an unpopular truth. Like, man, when you got a truth that you know is about to shatter some dreams and hurt some feelings, like, it takes a lot. When you about to get up and tell somebody something that you know that they need to hear, but they not gonna like it, it just takes a lot. Especially when, I'm gonna just use myself as an example, especially if you're somebody like me. Like, I already don't too much like, you know what I'm saying, talking to people like that. You know, I introvert, all that. So if I stand up and I get ready to tell somebody the truth, man, it probably took me weeks of prepping myself to say, all right, man, this is how I'm gonna deliver this truth. You know what I'm saying? It probably took weeks of preparation, me just getting myself mentally prepared, because I already didn't want to have this conversation to begin with, even if it was something positive, man. You know, so let alone it be something that's so-called negative or destructive, whatever the case may be, but I just got to get my truth out. So it probably took weeks of preparation for me to get this right. Because if you're somebody like myself, like, I need to get it right. Like, I need to make sure I say everything that I want to say, or else I'm gonna feel some type of way. I don't want to approach you with the truth and leave some things out. I want to get everything out on the table when I tell you what it is that I have to tell you. You know, so it's preparation. Preparation. Like, it's almost like I'm sitting down writing a paper. Like, that's how I craft when I'm about to tell somebody the truth. You know, I gotta get myself prepared mentally and physically, man, to tell people the truth, man. It's that deep. When I know that it's gonna be a hard conversation to have with a person. You know, when I know that this conversation, when I know that I'm gonna say something that they not gonna like, I gotta prepare myself. And it ain't even in the sense of like me worrying about how they perceive what I'm telling them. It's just I know and understand that the response may go a certain type of way. So this conversation may go a certain type of way. So I got to get myself ready. You know what I'm saying? I got to get myself ready. If the conversation go left, like, I got to get myself ready to respond to that conversation going left. You know, got to be proactive. A lot of times that's how we have like outbursts, and that's how things go terribly wrong. Because we don't prepare ourselves for things going wrong. So we got to do that. You got to prepare yourself for something going wrong. You got to prepare yourself saying, okay, if I tell such and such the truth, they may respond like this. And if they do respond like this, this is how I'm going to respond. I'm going to walk away, I'm going to walk off, or I'm going to keep my tone at this level, something. You got to have some type of preparation. You got to have some type of process in order. You got to have some type of process in order for if the conversation goes the wrong way, because it's a possibility. A lot of times we think we going to tell the truth and it's just going to be good. Like, I'm going to tell her the truth and she ain't going to be mad. No. If you tell her the truth and she gets mad, you got to have a plan. Javon, peace, what's happening? If you tell her the truth, you got to have a plan for if it don't go the way that you feel like it should go, because it's probably not going to go that way. You know, so you got to have a plan. Like, all right, if it go left, boom, this how I'm going to respond. If it go right, boom, this how I'm finna move. You know what I'm saying? If it go up north, this is how we going to respond and react. That's how you got to do it. That's how you got to do it. But a lot of times we go in there just with a one-track mind. Like, all right, I'm going to have this conversation. This is how it's going to go. Nah, you can't control how somebody else is going to respond, so you got to be ready for all type of responses. Stay ready so you ain't got to get ready. Dwayne, yes, sir. Timing is everything, you know. Timing is everything. Timing is everything, man. I done heard about situations where some women would tell me a dude and told them a truth, but it was at the worst time possible. They'll be like, dude told me the truth after when my granny passed. Like, what? Like, dude, you could have saved that truth. That was bad timing. Like, boom, she done lost her granny. Now you want to tell her that you sick and tired of her. Like, dude, you ain't got to tell her that at that moment, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's a bad time to tell her that. That's a very bad time. Now, I'm not saying you got to suffer something, man, but you just wait a few days or something, man. Not exactly the day of. Come on now. Like, that's terrible timing, and you got to know that. Like, you got to know that. Like, come on, man. We can't be that heartless with it. You know what I'm saying? So that's the preparation I'm talking about. Like, all right, boom. All right, she going through this situation. All right, nah, I ain't gonna approach it. I ain't gonna approach it now. Like, I see they going through this, that, and the third. The struggle is real. Let me give it some days before I actually plant this truth on her. Because emotions already riled up. This not gonna be a good conversation if I bring it up right now, and I don't want it to go that way. Oh, Dale, for sure. I mean, I do that all the time, man. You gotta craft it out. Like, man, I'm gonna sit on it. First of all, I'm gonna sit on it to make sure this is really how I feel. See, that's another thing. I'm not just gonna jump up instantly. It's almost like when you used to go in the stores back in the day and they'd tell you don't buy the first thing that you see, or when you go shopping for anything, don't buy the first thing that you see. Like, that's what I do when it comes to how I'm feeling and things like that. If I'm feeling a certain type of way initially, I'm going to sit on that for a minute to make sure that's really how I feel. So that's why I'm not going to tell somebody the truth the moment that I feel some type of way. You know what I'm saying? Like, I sit on it. I'm like, all right, let me make sure this is really how I feel. So I might sleep on it for a few days. And if it's still there, then I'm going to be like, okay, this is how I really feel. Let me go ahead and craft this message out because this is truly how I feel. I just sat on it for a few days and it ain't went anywhere. The feeling is still strong. So it must be some truth to this. This must be how I truly feel. So that's how you got to do it. A lot of times people just jump right up and just tell somebody how they feel the moment they feel it. Nah, sit on that feeling for a minute, man. That may not be how you truly feel. That may not be how you truly feel, man. You got to analyze and examine the feeling. You know what I'm saying? That's how you got to do it. People don't do that, though. We jump right up, get right in our feelings instantly and start rambling out a bunch of nonsense and then run back and apologize. Oh, I ain't mean to say that. That's because you didn't think about it. You didn't sit on these feelings. You didn't sit on these thoughts for a few days. You just jumped up, got riled up, and just said a bunch of nonsense, and now you regret everything that you said because you didn't think before you spoke. Think before you speak, man. Think before you speak. Think before you supply somebody with a truth. Think before you apply somebody with a message or supply somebody with a message. Think before you do these things. Nothing is wrong with sitting on something for a few days and then telling somebody how you really feel. If anything, that's the better way to move. Because that means it's accurate, man. If you've been feeling the same way for 7 days, then we can go ahead and write that off as this is true. This is how I really feel. Like this must be how I truly feel because I've been feeling the same way for about 7 days. Cool. Been feeling the same way for a week. Let me go ahead and have this conversation because the feeling ain't leaving. Can't nobody blame you. Can't nobody get mad at you for that, man. You've been sitting on it for 7 days. You was trying to give it time to fade away. It did not fade. So here we are. Let's have a convo. Let's get it. Let me get it off my chest. Dwayne, yes. And Dale, for sure. For sure. You really gotta examine it, man. Like you say, you gotta examine it to determine if it's really, if you really have a problem with that person, or if it's something within you that's causing this problem. Like, you gotta really just vet the situation out. And the only way to do that is through thorough examination of the feeling, of the thought, of the emotion, of the energy, whatever you want to phrase it as. That's the only way to reach that type of conclusion. Thoroughly examine the feeling. Give it time. Give it time. We be too quick to speak these days. We be way too quick to speak, man. We just jump right up and say whatever comes to our mind. First thing come to our mind, that's what we say out here these days. And then we coming back looking stupid. We coming back looking stupid like, dang, man, I ain't mean to say that to her. I ain't mean to say that to dude. Now I gotta apologize. When you tell the good thing about the truth is when you tell the truth and live by the truth, you never have to apologize. You don't have to apologize when you tell the truth. Ted, peace, what's happening? Chris, for sure, we ain't got time for that. Yeah, when you tell the truth, you never have to apologize. I don't have to apologize for telling you the truth. You just did not like the truth that I spoke, and that's that. I don't have to apologize, though. You have to apologize when you are wrong. You have to apologize when you're out here lying and you get caught lying and things like that. You don't have to apologize when you have told the truth. But y'all, look like my client then pulled up, man, so I got to go ahead and tap out. Told you I ain't really have that much longer. So I appreciate all of y'all tapping in with the kid, but I'm going to go ahead and drill this client. So I'm going to tap back in with y'all tomorrow, but I'm out, y'all. Peace. Appreciate y'all.